Hello, I'm Dr. Denise Frere, and this is my first 5-day energy challenge, and I want to welcome you. Today is the Q&A, and there are some questions that people have asked, and they've submitted the questions. And I'd like to introduce you to Kathy. Kathy, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Kathy Ford. I'm Dr. Frere's assistant, and I'm here to help out with the Q&A today.
So Kathy's going to ask me the questions that were submitted, and then I'm going to answer them. So Kathy, do you want to start with the first question?
Sure. When you talk about energy, can you describe energy? What do you mean when you're talking about it?
Okay, energy is all around us. The light that we switch on, the sunlight, the electricity, any motion, and also we're energy. Our whole body is energy. And in day 2 on the challenge, I did a little example of how you can feel energy. And what I did was I charged up my chakras in my palms on both hands. Okay. I charged that up because these are very powerful. And then I just took my hands and I kind of pushed my hands together. And when you push your hands together to a certain point, they stop. And that's the energy that you feel. You feel the left hand pushing against the energy of the right hand. So that's one example. So there are ways that you can totally feel the energy on your body. And that's one of the things that I teach. And it's also something in my practice. So you can feel energy in your body. And how you get your energy is from the electromagnetic field around the earth and the electromagnetic field within the earth. And that is what is surrounding you and wakes you up every day. But in order to keep your body going, it's the food that you eat. The food turns into energy. And that's what enables you to work and to play, to sleep, and to do anything. So that is an example of energy. Now, and on your own body, you can feel your own energy. If you go close to your body, your hands will only move so close. That is the energy on the outside of your body. That's called the aura. And that energy is produced from the electromagnetic field, from the atmosphere plus the earth. So you can actually feel that, but you can feel energy anywhere along your body. And if you run your hand along your body from the toes to the head or the head to the toes, and your hand stops at a place, that's where there's a blockage. And sometimes you can even feel that blockage. It'll be like a whoosh of cold air. It's particularly at joints, like knee joints or elbow joints. You can feel where there's blockage. Your body tells you that there's no energy there. So you can actually learn techniques that'll produce more energy and eliminate that blockage. Okay, so that's kind of what therapeutic touch is all about, and that's how you work with energy. So your body stores energy through the food you eat, so you want to make sure that you have a really good diet. That's why people stress have a good diet, drink plenty of refreshing water, because all that is producing energy in your body and will give you a feeling of harmony. So was there another question, Kathy?
Yeah, the next question that we had submitted is, what kind of light energy is present in a person who is ill?
Okay, that is a series of energy blockages. For example, there are very physical signs. You feel disconnected. You have anxiety, you have stress, you might be depressed, you have worry or pain. Pain is definitely a sign of a blockage or a disconnect in the energy of your body. So that's how you know that someone is in ill health. It could be ill health emotionally, could be spiritually, it could be physically, it could be emotionally. Illness shows up in different ways. It can be dis-ease, which would be worry, stress, anxiety, or it could be actual disease. There are many, many studies out there that show that blockages in energy can be alleviated with different therapeutic touch or other techniques. For example, hypnosis is a way to clear the blockages. Biofeedback is another way to clear blockages. Reiki, healing touch, and chiropractor, acupuncture, all those are techniques that can clear the energy and move positive energy and remove the blockages. So you have this cadre of energy techniques that can be used to assist somebody, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual.
Okay. What kind of light energy is present in a person who is healthy?
Okay, a person who is healthy has a feeling of well-being. They have a feeling of harmony. They look out at the world with positive attitudes. They're able to control their negative thoughts. In other words, if a negative thought comes in their mind, they just let it pass, and then they go on about their day. So they've learned to control those negative thoughts. Every negative thought you have has a potential to create a blockage somewhere in your body. And if you have a lot of negative thoughts, those can build up. And what happens is they go into the subconscious part of the mind, and a file is built, and all those negative thoughts are put in the file. And I've actually had clients where the file is so built up that they can no longer function. So they need some kind of technique, like it could be hypnosis. Within hypnosis is inner child work, or it could be working with parts therapy, which would be working with two parts of your brain. It could even be something as simple as self-hypnosis, teaching them self-hypnosis so that they're able to control these negative thoughts. Because everything that we experience negatively enters our body through our aura. It comes into the body and it enters all our cells, our systems, and also our brain. And so if there's too much negativity outwardly and the person thinks too negatively, it's going to create dis-ease, which could be developed into disease, mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical.
So how do I keep my energy healthy?
Well, it's something that you've been told 100 million times, and that is to eat a balanced diet, drink plenty of refreshing water, get adequate rest, schedule a playtime for yourself, have positive beliefs and attitudes about life. And there's a study out by a Dr. Turner, and Dr. Turner looked at individuals all over the world who had different types of cancer. And she looked at those that went into remission. And she wanted to really know, why did these people go into remission? Now, some of these cancer patients, just the cancer disappeared. There's no explanation. Other cancer patients, they used Western medicine and they used different healing techniques. And then there are other remissions where it was just simply Western medicine and the medication that they were using. But what she found out was that there are certain lifestyles that these individuals had. One of them was positive beliefs. They always believed that they would heal. Two was positive thinking, right. The other was positive attitudes. The other was implementation of their beliefs and attitudes, control of the negative attitudes that they have. They all had a good diet, regardless of what culture they were in. They had a good diet. They also had a profound interest in spirituality that they didn't have before. So they were more spiritually oriented. So it was rest, diet, spirituality, controlling negative attitudes and thoughts and positivity, and then implementing them in their daily life. So the next part of the study has to be So that's the next part of Dr. Turner is an MD who also had cancer. And so that's why she did the study. But it's really an excellent study because it shows you everything that you've been told by all individuals interested in health is diet, thoughts, spirituality, adequate rest, and adequate play, and attitudes about life are really, really important. And that's really how you prevent disease or disease.
I like the way you talk about dis-ease having an impact as opposed to disease.
Right, because first you have dis-ease. You have anxiety, you have stress, you have worry, and then all this builds up in your body. There's even studies out to show that certain emotions are found in certain parts of the body, that they code themselves into that part of the body. Certain types of cancer are due to certain negative beliefs and negative experiences. For example, there's a sister, a nun that I know that was a chaplain at one of the larger hospitals. And she made the rounds with the physicians, and it was in the cancer unit. And she said to the doctors, you know, what I'm finding out is that almost every, like 95% of every person in this hospital who is suffering from cancer within the 18 to 24 months has had a very traumatic experience. And that could be either death of a loved one or a car accident or anything. And the doctor said, oh, yeah, sure. You know, how are you going to prove that? And so anyway, she decided that she was going to do a study, and she did a paper on it. And then she presented it to the medical staff, the oncology department. And then she also did it to the entire medical staff. And they asked her to present it at a conference.
Wow.
So there is proof that if you have a traumatic event, trauma is different for different people. It could be something like death of a loved one, or it could just be something that you were told that you're inadequate, that you're dumb, that you're not a good office worker, or it could be you were fired. Those are traumatic events, and it depends on how that is accepted by the person, how traumatic it is. So anyway, that's an example of how dis-ease can it can enter your body, but in the form of an illness. Okay. Now your aura is a protection. It's energy that protects you. It's 7 layers, but if you keep getting negative thoughts, negative emotions, and negative experiences, there's going to be little cracks in your aura. And so that's how disease will finally get to the first layer, which is right next to your skin. And then that disease will turn into disease. And it may take 1 year, it may take 7 years. You don't know. So that's why it's very important to have good mental attitude, eat the right foods, be spiritual. There's just some basic things that enable you for your body to stay in harmony and to be healthy. Now, my philosophy is I give everybody unconditional love. I offer that. And sometimes it's accepted, sometimes it isn't. But most times it is accepted. So I suggest that you offer everyone unconditional love because you will get positivity back.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That was all the questions we have. Do you want to talk about your day 5, the appointments that you've got?
Mm-hmm. Yes, day 5 is you can go to my you can schedule an appointment, and I will have a face-to-face conference with you for 30 minutes, and I will answer any questions you have on energy. We can over Zoom. I can measure your energy over Zoom, and we can look at it. I also would be very interested in if you have any particular issues that you want to talk about, because maybe I can give you some insight into them. So if you want to schedule a 30-minute face-to-face consultation, or just a talk face-to-face with me, I'll answer any questions that you have, and I'd be happy to do that.
Excellent. And people can sign up for that going to your website and signing up for a 30-minute consultation.
Right, yeah, you go to www.drdenisefrere.com, and you can go to and just register with Zoom and set up an appointment at your convenience, whatever's convenient for you.
Excellent. Thank you, Dr. Frere.
Thank you, Kathy.